And we're on. Hello.
Awesome.
Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to Sith Happens. This is a
Hello.
podcast. I'm Micah. That's a my. You didn't change my name. It still says
Was I
Micah.
supposed to change your name?
You said you were going to.
Name. I said you can change your name. I can't. Oh wait, yes I can. Okay. Micah.
Don't worry about it. I can do it now. Oh, you already changed it.
I just fixed it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways. But yeah, welcome to the Sith Happens podcast. This is our very first episode, so we're very happy to have you here. And yeah, today is a very special day. It's October 30th. And Amaya, do you care to tell us what October 30th is?
It's the premiere of The Mandalorian season 2. The first episode dropped at 3 a.m. last night, and I stayed up to watch it.
I also stayed up to watch it.
But it was worth it because it was a good episode, in my opinion.
I really liked it. It may have been the fact that I was really tired because I did fall asleep in there for about 5 minutes. So I had to get up and
Yeah, there was a little lull about like 35, 40 minutes in where I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up, but I did it.
yeah, yeah, it was like right in around the middle of the episode, like the 30-minute mark, and I woke up. It was like the 35-minute mark. I was like, wake up. But no, I really enjoyed it. It was very, I think it was a good way to kick it off.
I think it was too. I like the recap that they had at the beginning. That was pretty cool. Even I just rewatched it though before season 2, but it was nice to have a refresher.
I did not rewatch it because I didn't think I was gonna need it, but it's whatever.
Honestly, I don't think it was very necessary. I was still able to like the recap was fine.
Yeah. Okay. Also, Mandalorian season 2 spoilers, by the way, in case you didn't get that,
Obviously.
because that is the topic of our first episode. Is that we're going to be discussing the episode, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, basically whatever comes to mind, I guess. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I took notes because I'm an overachiever.
Yeah.
And the first thing in my notes says that the first fight scene was 10 out of 10 between Mando and the Cyclops guy. I can't remember his name. I'm really bad at remembering names, so you'll probably hear like curly-headed lady, Cyclops guy, skinny Boba Fett guy, because I
Yeah.
pick up their names.
Wait. I don't remember his name either, but I thought it was neat. That whole, it was like a
yeah,
bar fight. It was like a bar fight. And
yeah.
who doesn't like a good bar fight? I like
It
bar
was a
fights.
good. We got to see the scene from the trailer where Baby Yoda or the child,
Yeah, he hit the thing and
his crib thing. So that was fun. I think a lot of the footage from the trailer was in the first episode. So I think that leaves a lot of like mystery for the rest.
yeah, that's one of the things I like a lot about
Season.
new Star Wars is that all of their trailers, they don't tell you anything.
Yeah.
Like the Force Awakens trailer told us nothing. The Last Jedi trailer told us nothing. The Rise of Skywalker trailer told us nothing. And this Mandalorian season 2 trailer, like you said, a lot of the stuff was from like the first episode, which honestly kind of surprised me. But like you said, I think there's a good element of mystery to it that because that means we're not gonna,
Yeah.
nothing's spoiled for us.
And and even though a lot of the footage was from the first episode, I was still like on the edge of my seat for a lot of it. Like when the Cyclops said at first, he was like, the Mandalorian's on Tatooine. And I don't know why I made this association, but I thought it was Sabine at first.
I did too. I thought it was
And I
Sabine.
was like, oh my God. But then I realized Sabine doesn't really have a connection to Tatooine. I guess I just thought because Tatooine was a familiar planet that she might be there, but it was not. It was
Yeah.
a Marshall, who I thought at first was Boba Fett, and because he's so skinny. What's his name? Timothy. Oh, he was Danny Cordray in The Office. That actor. He was so skinny, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Boba Fett, but he lost a lot of weight. He must have been like starved in the desert or something, and then he took off his helmet. I was like, that's not Tamara Morrison. That is Danny Cordray from The Office. But yeah.
Yeah, whenever he I also thought it was Sabine too, because I was like, no way, are we really gonna get Sabine in the first episode? And then,
Yeah.
I was thinking about it, I was like, there's no way it's gonna be Sabine on Tatooine, because why
Yeah.
would she be there? And like you said, whenever the Marshal walked in Boba Fett's armor, because I thought it was Boba Fett for a second, and then he was really skinny and like stuff. And I was like, that's not a dude. I mean, that's not the dude, anyways. And so, but I also have I watch everything with subtitles on. I don't know if you do that, but I
Yeah, me
watch
too.
everything.
No,
So
I do.
the name popped up whenever he
It
said
did?
something. Yeah,
Oh,
the
I
character's name.
didn't catch that.
The character's name popped up in the subtitles, and I was like, okay, well, there's that.
I was fully expecting when he took his helmet off to see Boba Fett's face, but it wasn't. It was Cobb Vanth. I got his name. I remembered his name.
Cobb Vanth. What a name.
Cobb Vanth. I mean, his character was, I don't know. He was kind of okay. Like, his character was just okay to me.
Yeah, I feel like he served his purpose for the
Yeah,
episode.
yeah. I was kind of expecting if he was being introduced in the first episode for him to be more of a major character, but then I kind of realized he was probably more of a minor character, so I wasn't as impressed. But I mean, he was still, I liked him better as the episode went on.
Yeah, and like for the first couple minutes of the first 10 minutes of the episode before the title actually rolled, I was into it, and then everything up to him getting on Tatooine, to him like right before they sought out the Tusken Raiders, I felt like it kind of dragged a little bit because I was just sitting there. I was like, this is exposition. This is just exposition in the form of characters telling backstory, because he had that
Yeah, I
whole
don't
segment where he
think,
was talking about pirates or whatever.
yeah, I don't think we needed that long of a backstory for a character that's not like for a character of his importance. But I mean, it
Yeah.
was no, not really. Actually, I was like, I guess it was important for why they wanted to kill the beast, but now that I think about it, like, was it really? But I mean,
Yeah.
it was so cool, and it was cool to see them watch like the Death Star explode. Like, it was cool to have that flashback to like the original trilogy era. I thought that was kind of nice, but yeah,
Yeah, because a lot of the time I forget the show takes place after episode 6. So it's nice to have that Death Star callback. But like you said, like the flashback that went on for like 5 minutes.
yeah,
I don't know. I didn't think it was needed, but I did think the part wherever he strolled in Boba Fett's armor that he got from the Jawas, and he
yeah, that,
killed all of them. I thought that was pretty sick.
yeah, yeah, that was cool. I also, when you said you forgot that it takes place after episode 6, I thought that when he was going through like the deserts of Tatooine, I was like, what if we see like the Lars farm or something? And then I'm like, wait, this is after they got burned to death. So never mind.
They got barbecued,
Yes. Crispy.
prime rib type beat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Aside from that, the Tusken Raider part, because I forgot that he'd already been to Tatooine.
Yeah.
Like whenever we got there, and the curly-headed lady, because I don't remember her name either.
I know.
But I was like, oh yeah, this guy.
Yeah. It was nice to see her again. I like her, how she treats the baby, and she was like, if it has offspring, I'll take it. I was like, I feel that. I would like a child as well.
She reminds me of an aunt I have.
I don't know. Yeah. She kind of reminds me of my grandma a little bit. A little more crazy though, but also I thought it was funny that he trusts droids now. I thought that was funny when she mentioned that. She's like, oh, I guess you.
She said he doesn't trust your kind. I was like, oh, all right.
But I thought I liked the part with the Tusken Raiders because at first, especially last season, I thought it was stupid. And I still am a little iffy on it that he was able to negotiate with them. Like, why was this guy carrying like a crap ton of weapons, like able to negotiate with them, with these same people who tried to kill like a 19-year-old boy in the desert for no reason, you know? Like,
Yeah,
like that he was able to negotiate with them, but I feel like this episode kind of gave like the Tusken Raiders like depth and like a story, and like we got to see like their culture almost. I thought that was kind of cool. But it still didn't make a whole lot of sense to me why Mando was able to like negotiate with them. And also, I just want to say that Mando speaking Tusken gave me the same energy as Anakin speaking droid.
In the deleted scene. God dang
Yeah.
it. Could you imagine if that deleted scene actually made it into a movie?
That would just the prequels, people already considered them a joke. And I feel like if that scene were in there, I feel like I would have to consider them a joke as well. Because that it was just terrible.
He's like, oh, means up.
Like who even thought of that? Like who and,
George Lucas writing the script, and he's like, oh yeah, this is phenomenal. Oscar worthy.
It's a funny me now, so it all worked out. But if they had included that in there, it would have been really, really hard to like like the prequels.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, you were talking about how he was able to discuss with those Tusken Raiders that almost killed Luke for nothing.
Right. That's
I
why I was like,
I was gonna bring a point up. It was like it's kind of like in Solo, whenever Chewie was just whomping Han like down there, and the stormtroopers are like, "Kill him already!" And Han just like starts gurgling. I was like, "Please tell me he's not speaking Wookiee right now." And then Chewbacca understands him. I was like, "Please."
I just think it's so, and I mean, I guess it's not unrealistic because it's in a made-up universe. I just think it's funny that they're able to speak languages that just don't even like just phonetically, like just don't even like
I'm just
trans
screaming.
whatsoever. Like he just like Mando just like grunted, and they were like, oh yeah, that's cool. They did
There's
like
no sound in their language. They just yell.
yeah,
What if
yeah.
he just like screamed at one of them and they got like really offended? Like, why would you say that, dude? Like, are you?
Well, I wondered why Cobb Vanth he got so offended that at one point when they asked him to drink like the nasty like tea or whatever it was, like and they're like drink this, and he got like so mad and he started screaming. I was like, just drink it.
Dude, it's tea.
Uh,
Oh, and like that scene whenever also like I know we're kind of pooping on bad words. I know we're just kind of like crapping on the Tusken Raiders right now, but I really did like their implementation of the story. Like whenever Mando and Cobb Vanth were telling the citizens about how they'd have to work with the Tusken Raiders, and they're like, we don't like those guys. And Mando's like, you're gonna have to like those guys. And I really liked that dynamic. But the best part to me was when the Tusken Raiders rolled up single file, just like how Obi-Wan said they did in episode 4. They travel in a straight line to hide their numbers.
yeah,
And like that
yeah,
scene where it's just like aerial shots and like
yeah,
close-ups of their faces, and then just in the straight line, and the music is just phenomenal. That scene
yeah. That
is
was
amazing.
cool. I thought it was weird when in that part when he was explaining, like when Mando was explaining to the people. I don't know if I was like tripping or something. I don't know what happened, but I feel like his voice sounded different when he was giving that like super long speech to them. But also, like we never heard him talk as much as he did in that episode. I don't think so. I don't know if it's just because I haven't heard his voice a lot, but he sounded like different to me, and I don't know why.
I
That
mean,
could have.
he sounded relatively the same to me, but I also fell asleep at random points in the episode, so I'm not entirely sure what scene you're talking about.
Like the part that you were talking about, but like just before that scene when he was
Oh,
telling like the people of Moss, what was it? Not Moss,
Moss
Epsa?
Pod.
Espa?
No,
No.
Espa's the one from episode 1.
Oh.
It's I don't know. It starts with a
Those
P.
people. The people in
Oh,
that Pelga. Pelgo?
Pelgo.
Pelgo?
Moss
Yeah,
Pelgo.
Moss Pelgo. That scene where he was
Yeah.
explaining
What
it.
else was there that there was something else that I really like. The freaking it was when they were loading the explosives up on the Bantha, and this unnamed character hands the Tusken Raider one, and he just drops it. He just drops it, and the dude's like, "What are you doing? Are you trying to blow the whole place up?"
Uh-oh. You're frozen.
You're frozen too.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're good. You're moving again.
Okay, wait. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
We're good. Anyways, what were you saying?
I was just saying that it's funny that one stranger just blew up on the Tusken Raider for dropping the explosive. He's like, "What are you doing? You're trying to blow the whole place up?"
That was so stupid. Like, bro, he will kill you if you yell at him. Like, I don't. That was funny.
I think my favorite part about that scene is that some dude rolled up with a shovel as well. Like the guy that started screaming, he had like two people came and backed him up, and one of them was holding a shovel. I was like, yeah, that'll do a lot.
Let's scroll through my notes and see what else I put.
Okay.
Some of the stuff that I put was just funny. Like I had, oh my god, Boba Fett but skinny. Oh my god. Like as soon as I saw the marshmallow. And then I said, right after, I said, why isn't it Tamura? There was a really realistic shot of the Bantha that I thought was cool. It was right before the dragon, like the first time that we saw the dragon when it like went under the city and ate a Bantha. But like right before that happened, it like zoomed in really close on it. I thought that, because the Banthas always look kind of ugly and kind of fake to me, like. But that was cool to see. They look pretty like realistic. I think.
Reminded me of a cow. I was like, that looks really good.
Yeah, I like that. Also the dog creatures that the Tusken Raiders had.
Oh yeah.
Like they were kind of creepy, but they look pretty cool as well. But I don't remember seeing those before. Were they in? They definitely weren't in episode 4, I don't think. But were they?
No, it was episode 2.
Okay, that's what I thought. I might have seen them before, but because I didn't really recognize them at first. But then when I saw that they belonged to the Tusken Raiders, I was like, those might have been in episode 2. I couldn't remember. That's what I thought of the same energy as Anakin speaking droid, because he was speaking to the dogs. Like he was like, "Stop!" He told.
Oh yeah, I was like, "Stop. What?
Don't do anything!" And then he like walks up and is like, and then he just starts like grunting. I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." And then the Tusken Raiders walked out. I was like, "Oh, he's speaking Tusken." So
he's grunting at this dog.
Sometimes I wonder like how do they, like the producers come up with like that language? Like how do they decide what to say? Like they just have to make up like another language. I'm sure it's never a direct translation or anything. Like they just make up sounds, but like how they decide what sounds to say. You know?
Yeah, because like I'd like to think, because basically everybody in Star Wars speaks Galactic Basic.
Yeah.
And like the only other language we knew of in Star Wars for like the longest time was like Chewbacca's language and like whatever it may be called, and like
the Hutt language.
Well, that's not what Chewbacca speaks, but the Hutt language.
Well, yeah, I know that was another language.
Yeah, and like it's called Huttese. I don't like pronouncing it because I feel like it sounds dumb, but like Jabba and like whatever the big white dude with the weird wraparound Twi'lek head, tentacles.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Bib Fortuna.
Yeah.
But like I feel like the Huttese. I hate that word. Whoa, why did it just get so dark? Hello.
I can see you, but
that's weird. Okay, I don't know. I feel like my camera's being weird. Anyways, but I feel like the language of the Hutts changes a lot.
Yeah, sometimes it's like, because sometimes it's like almost coherent, but then sometimes it's like ba ba doo ba. Like, see, like how do you know like to make those noises? Like first you're gonna say ba, and then you're gonna say ba. Like
I feel like the directors are just like they just come up with like a really rough like a sheet of paper of what they want it to sound like, and they just give it to the actors and like, hey, go off of this, and they're like, what are you talking about? And they're like, yeah, just make it work.
because I know that like isn't there a language in Star Wars that translates to English? Like they were able to, or was that no? That might have been the alphabet or
That's Orabesh,
Orbish. Never
because they
mind.
have like the letters.
Like, what do they speak in Star Trek? Doesn't that whatever Star Trek? Like whatever they speak in Star Trek. What's that called?
Klingon.
Klingon. Like that translates to English directly.
Yeah.
Made it, but I didn't know. I didn't know if there's a language in Star Wars that translates like that. Maybe there is, and I just don't know.
Well, I know spellings do, like,
Yeah.
but as for like stuff like language, I don't think language is transferred directly. You think they'd teach other languages in like Star Wars school or wherever, but they don't.
Yeah. Well, I feel like also pretty much everyone. I feel like everyone in Star Wars is bilingual at least. Like I can't think of. I don't know. Like I feel like Anakin, like Obi-Wan was speaking with the Twi'leks in the Clone Wars. Ahsoka understood Chewbacca in the Clone Wars. Like I feel like everyone knows multiple languages in that universe and is generally, basically they're able to understand each other when it's convenient for the plot. Like if a translator, if C-3PO doesn't fit into the plot, they speak that language.
If C-3PO isn't in this trilogy, then they already know. But like another thing like that, I feel like it's impossible to not be bilingual in the Star Wars universe, because like, I don't know, there's so many places and there's so many planets, but it's like the Naboo people, they speak Gungan because there are Gungans on that planet. And like the people on Tatooine, Luke understands Jabba because Hadith is like a regular thing around Tatooine.
And Watto, whatever he's, Toydarian, I guess. I don't know what language he spoke.
Yeah, Toydarian. But he also speaks Hadith because, yeah. And then, yeah, I don't know. I think it's just, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like impossible to not be bilingual. It's like,
you're probably raised with like your own like culture because there's so many like Twi'leks have their own, and so you probably have like your native language and basic because everyone else speaks their native language and basic, you know?
Mm-hmm. But I also feel like that goes hand in hand with like the thing that Donald Glover said about Lando when he was in an interview with Solo. He was like, okay, well, the thing is that like, oh, Lando might be pansexual, and my thing is, how could I not be? How could anybody not be? It's Star Wars.
Yeah, true.
There's no like, oh, it's an alien. It's like, oh, it's
I highly doubt there's just the gender binary only in Star Wars, you know? Like, there's so many species and everything.
Yeah, because like that clone, what was his name? Waxer, right?
Waxer?
That got with the Twi'lek?
No, that was Cut?
I don't know. I don't know their names. I know most of their names.
The deserter?
Yeah, the deserter.
Yeah, I think his name was Cut, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. I know her name was Sue.
That's a dumb name.
But it was spelled like S-U. So, you know, Star Wars, you drop a letter from a normal name and it becomes, you know.
Star Warsy.
Star Warsy. What letter would you drop to make your name Star Warsy?
I don't think I can. Hang on. I forgot how to spell my name for a second. M-I-C-A-H. Dude, I guess it'd have to be the H, or else my name just wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, or Ica. I feel like that could be like Star Wars.
Ooh, my brother used to call me that.
Really?
Now, my brother, whenever he was an infant, like this big, he'd call me well, that's a little too small, but um, he used to call me Ica because he couldn't say his M's because, M's are apparently hard to pronounce. And my sister, when she was little, she called me Pika with a P.
Ica, like the Pike Syndicate. See, that's a Star Wars name, Ica. Okay, that's your name. I think I
Cool.
the middle A from my name, make it Amya.
How would you pronounce that?
I don't know. How would you pronounce it?
Amia.
Amya? See, that sounds. I don't know. My name honestly already kind of sounds like it could be in Star Wars because I feel like there's like Ahsoka, like Amaya, you
Yeah.
know,
What if you drop the last A?
Amai. That's
Amay.
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 Like that. I don't.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know. I couldn't drop. Oh, you know what I could do? I could drop the M, Aaya, because there's like Ayla Sakura, like
You could
Ayla,
do that.
Aya. There's endless possibilities when you have a name like mine.
Definitely.
There's like three, but
You could make an entire Star Wars character based off of rearranging letters in your name.
my last name too, like
Yeah. Siddiqui.
Siddiqui. There's like so many you could rearrange. There was a character in the Clone Wars. It was in the Mandalore arc. It was the guy who was when they were like smuggling the drinks in or whatever for the kids, and it was like poisoning them. Like the guy who was like the head of all of that, like he was like overseeing like the shipments and stuff. His name was Siddiq, Siddiq. So
That's cool.
I thought that was funny. I was like, whoa, I'm in Star Wars kind of, except I'm the bad guy and I'm poisoning children.
There's in one of my favorite I had one of my favorite video game franchises. It's called Splinter Cell. And the most recent installment that came out in 2013, the bad guy's name is Majid Sadiq, but I don't know how he got that name
Uh,
because he's white and he's white and he's British.
Interesting. Well, Sneak is white in the Clone Wars, but that's also there's not really ethnic ties to
Yeah, this game is
last
more
name in Star Wars.
this game's a bit more earth grounded. So I was like, how are you gonna name this man Majid Sadiq? But it's whatever.
Okay, here's something that I learned about the episode, and I don't know if you caught this or not. This might be new information to you, but apparently Cobb Vanth's speeder in the show was Anakin's pod engine.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that during the episode, but I learned that after, and I thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
And
cause
Greg.
yeah. I saw Mando pull up, he's riding his speeder and then Cobb Vanth pulled up beside him. I was like, do not tell me that's Anakin's pod racing engine.
I knew there was something like special about it, just like based on the way he like pulled up and then they like looked at each other. I thought it was just like a joke about how his speeder was like significantly bigger than Mando's, but I didn't. I don't remember what
Do you think
Anakin.
it was a dick joke?
No. Maybe Cobb Vanth is compensating for something, but I don't remember what Anakin's pod looks like, so I didn't recognize it at first. But I saw someone say that after, and I was like, oh yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah, whenever he first rolled up in it, I was like, how on earth did you get that? Where did you find that?
I know. I wonder. I don't think they won't go into it. I think they just put it there as little.
Yeah, and that's fine. Like I
But
like
yeah,
stuff like that.
someone will probably make up something and it'll become canon. And then
Yeah, you'll find it in the Mandalorian
we'll
books.
ask Darth Chaco. We'll come up with something and we can just accept it as canon because it's probably true.
Him or a dude named Kev.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
And there's
that is cool.
one other thing in the episode that we haven't talked about yet, which is the big ending.
Jimmy R. Morrison?
Yes.
Yes.
Actually, I don't really know what there is to to talk about it,
Okay, but I feel like there's a lot to talk about,
Yeah, there's a
because
lot to speculate about.
yes, because the fact that it's Tamira Morrison is just enough, but not enough.
It
Because
is true.
think about it, Boba Fett, yes, is an oh my god, unaltered clone of Jango Fett,
Yes.
and I know it's probably not gonna be Rex, but the
No.
possibility of it being Rex
Yeah,
is
because
there.
he was bald. So at first I was like Rex, and I was like no, because I just remember seeing Rex at Battle of Endor, and he was old.
Yeah, mutton chops.
Yeah. Um. Someone in my I made a TikTok about it, and someone in my comment section said they Googled it and it said he was Django, and I was like, I don't know about that. Someone else said like, yeah, it's canon. He just used flex tape to put his head back
Is
on.
Django.
I was like,
Dude, what a twist.
I know that would be definitely interesting, but definitely not gonna happen.
Yeah. But if it is Boba, I don't know. I saw him, like he turned around and I was like, who's this bald man that I am being forced to look at right now? And then he turned around and I was like, go back, go back. I rewinded it instantly because I just needed to look at his face again. And he's got the scar here and he looks great.
Yeah,
He looks great for being like 50, 60 something.
yeah. I think. Well, here's something else, and I don't know if I'm just stupid,
Yeah.
but he saw when. Hey, when Mando first saw the Marshal, he said like, "I've been looking for you for some time, my friend." Does that mean that he recognized Boba Fett's armor, or did he just mean it because he was a Mandalorian? You know, like,
I
does Mando know Boba Fett?
I don't know. I think to answer that, we'd have to like look into like timeline stuff because
Yeah,
when whenever Mando was born, because we had those flashbacks from season one where those super battle droids were just like slaughtering people. And first of all, I thought that was sick to see super battle droids again in like a live action
yeah,
context.
yeah.
They look much more menacing than they did in the prequel trilogy. But
Which was just like copy paste CGI.
yeah, but I'm assuming that took place somewhere in the Clone Wars, like somewhere in the middle of it,
Yeah,
I'm assuming.
that's what
And
I
then
would say.
Mandalorians bust in, kicked ass, and then oops. And then they were like, hey, come with me after your parents are dead. Sorry we couldn't get here sooner. But like,
But wait, my only thing with that is that in the trailer, they were describing Jedi to Mando as if he'd never heard of them before.
that's also true.
So I don't know if it would have been during the Clone Wars or maybe if it was shortly after like Order 66. I don't know. I
Uh,
guess we'll find out.
yeah, because like, that's like another thing, because like, we know Boba was already existent at the time of the Clone Wars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if anything, Mando would have come after.
I think Boba's definitely older. Um, but we'll see. I don't maybe like because he was a foundling and he was like trained by the Mandalorians, like maybe. Although because like Boba Fett wasn't actually a Mandalorian. I keep forgetting that he was a bounty hunter.
Yeah,
Um,
but Jango Fett was man. No, was Jango Fett Mandalorian, or did he just wear the Mandalorian armor?
to be honest, I remember that they asked that question in Attack of the Clones. They're like, "Why are you wearing Mandalorian armor?" And I don't know if he ever answered it, or if he did answer it. I
It's
forget.
just like, shut up, mind your business.
Like, man, these people are going to be watching the podcast and be like, "Have they even seen Star Wars?" We're like, "Why was he a Mandalorian?"
Can't wait to get called a fake fan.
I know.
But like, I don't know. I think that's really interesting because like and like, not to mention all the Mandalorians look exactly the same. That's I don't know. I've got a couple questions about that one. But you're gonna come out with blue skin eventually. But no, like, they have that armor, and Jango Fett has that armor, and I don't really, we don't, I don't know. I don't think he did go into it because because I remember in the movie, Obi-Wan could very clearly see it, and Jango's like,
Yeah.
Boba, shut the door, but he says it in a foreign language. So Boba goes and shuts the door, even though Obi-Wan's like looking directly at it.
What if there's like an obvious answer to this question and we're sitting here to like
I want to
discuss?
look it up.
Maybe we should. I don't know. Is that professional to Google's like Star Wars backstory during a Star Wars podcast?
Sure, we're informing the people as we inform ourselves.
Yeah. If you don't know, like us, was Jango Fett a Mandalorian? It's like the first thing that comes up.
Yeah.
He was a renowned Mandalorian bounty hunter.
What?
After being imprisoned by Jedi, Fett was responsible for destroying the Death Watch. But a Mandalorian group who killed Fett's mentor, Jaster Muriel? Why isn't Jango Fett a Mandalorian? Okay. Yes, I remember now. In the Clone Wars, when Obi-Wan goes to Mandalore, he asks Prime Minister Almec about Jango Fett, and Almec was like, he's not a Mandalorian, he just wears our armor. But that doesn't, I don't know. This website says he destroyed Death Watch. Like, I feel like that at least gives him Mandalorian ties.
Yeah, but I feel like that's inaccurate because the Clone Wars takes place between episode 2 and 3, and he died at the end of episode 2.
Yeah, but weren't they like in the Clone Wars? Weren't they like Death Watch's back or something?
Actually,
like,
that does sound.
Exist and then they came back or something.
That does sound kind of correct because they like banished them to like the far moon.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Sorry to anyone who lost brain cells listening to the.
You know the answer? Let us know because we're stupid.
Yeah, comment below or whatever. I don't know how it works.
And a comment.
Yeah.
Below. God dang it. Anyways, what else? Yeah. That's what we were talking about because we were like, because Jango has the Mandalorian armor, and but he's not a Mandalorian.
Yeah, we got way off topic.
Yeah,
there.
So that means that Boba Fett is not Mandalorian, but he wears the Mandalorian armor. And also, I think that's interesting because the armor that Jango Fett wears was kind of what inspired the clone armor.
Yeah.
In the helmets. So the Mandalorians are just looking at the clones and they're like, they aren't with us. And they're like, but they look like, nope. No.
I don't know. So what do you think they're going to do with Boba?
What could they do with Boba? I mean, I feel like we always knew he was alive because there was that deleted scene where he came back and shot at Wicket, the little Ewok. For some reason, I don't know why he was so intent on killing that little bear, but whatever, I guess. But I think he's either going to be a big help or he's going to get killed. And I don't think he's going to get killed because it's Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau writing this thing.
Yeah, I don't think he'll get, I don't know. He'll either get killed or he'll get a spin-off series where he gets killed. Like this might be like a setup for like a new thing with him, new project. I don't know.
A New Hope.
A New Hope. Oh, did you catch something when they were about to go with the Sand People to kill the dragon and he was like, "They're our only hope," and I was like, "Aw."
I did not catch that. I guess I missed it.
I don't even know if that's intentional because I know that's a common phrase in like a lot of stuff, but I still was like, only hope.
I can't stop thinking about how well the teamwork, like the teaming between the Mos Pelgo people, and Pelgos, I don't know,
Uh,
and the Tusken Raiders. Like honestly, that action set piece where they were working to get the dragon, I thought was phenomenal. Like because they were like firing harpoons and stuff, and they're like pulling on
yeah,
them. But
it was pretty cool.
I did notice at one point, it was like this big shot where this dragon's like coming this way, and like everyone is like tugging, and then over here there are these two Tusken Raiders just standing there like this, just looking up, and the rope like goes straight, and then it has like the slack in it. So I
Yeah.
feel like that was just a nice little visual mistake there that they left in. I don't know, but I thought it was funny to look at because in the very next shot, the dragon like pulled and they went flying. And I was like, yeah, that's nice. Also,
R.I.P. them.
did that dragon spit acid or something?
I don't know. That was the other thing that I have in my notes. I said, hold on.
He just vomited.
When it vomited everywhere, that was in all caps. Disgusting.
But like, where'd the people go? When he vomited on them, they just
I don't know.
disappeared.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was wondering. I was wondering if it killed them or if it just grossed them out because Mando comes out.
Yeah, he came out all
uh,
green and slimy.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened with that. I also thought it was funny when it like ate Mando. I was like, what if he just died
That's it.
in
The show
in
ends
the
at
first
chapter 9.
episode, and the rest of the season is just like Baby Yoda like watching TV or something. Like he just died. It made me laugh. I think I also wrote that down.
Because I watched him eat
Yeah,
the, I watched him get eaten, and I was like, damn, he really just,
I said, imagine if he just died in the first episode of this season. LOL.
they really just faked out death to us in the first episode of season 2.
Yeah. I wonder. I wonder when we'll see him die, or if we'll see him die. Like not even in this season, but
A YouTuber I watch that goes by the name of Hello Greedo. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but I've been watching him for a couple of years now. And he brought up a point about the Mandalorian, about the correlation between Mando and the child. Because he was like, the thing with Mando is that, no, because the video was talking about why we love Baby Yoda so much. And he actually like went into like scientific detail about it. It was actually kind of interesting. But,
dopamine.
huh?
Dopamine. Did you bring?
Essentially, because you like things with big eyes because they look cute. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
he's got a big head and he's got big eyes. And it's like, oh, I love babies. And so naturally we're drawn to that. And then there's Mando, the protector, and we're like, oh yeah, he's the guy that protects Baby Yoda. And he brought up a point in his video where he was like, honestly, I feel like we could watch Mando die and we wouldn't be all that upset about it. I feel like our first thought would be, is the child okay? What's gonna happen to the child now? Like,
Yeah. Like not to be like a Facebook mom, but I swear, Baby Yoda. Every time I look at him, I just get a new sense of happiness. Like I'll never look at him and not be happy. He's just so cute. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I mean, I obviously would be sad if Mando died, but if Baby Yoda died, like it's over. It's over. It's gonna be the same reaction that I had when Ahsoka left the Jedi Order, where I got so mad at Star Wars that I stopped watching it for 6 years. Same energy. Baby Yoda dies, George Lucas is getting cut off.
George Lucas didn't make it.
Yeah, but Lucasfilms is getting cut off.
That picture of George Lucas holding the little Baby Yoda toy is so funny.
He's like, I don't. He's not like happy. He's just
He's
like
just numb,
he's
no expression.
pondering.
He's like, so this is what y'all did. I sold y'all my franchise, and this is what you did with it. But no, I don't know. I hope if he does die, like you said, I'm gonna be upset because like I don't know. I like Mando. We don't know a
Yeah,
lot
I like
about him.
him.
I like his mystery element because he's like a cowboy. He's like yeehaw, bang bang, and but that protector role he has, where he's like holding on to this kid. Like, I want to know what happens to the kid. So if he dies before he gets the kid anywhere, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, what now?
It'll be
Also,
interesting because he's tasked with returning it to his kind. So it'll be interesting to see if that actually happens and if there's more. Is there more Yodas? I don't know.
yeah, because I was gonna say,
What does his own kind mean? Does it mean Force users or does it mean his species or what? You know?
yeah, because like in the trailer, she's saying that he belongs to an ancient race of people called Jedi. But it's like, and they said, but then they like followed that up with like the fact that his kind is particularly this way meaning force sensitive.
Yeah. What if he has to like? What if Baby Yoda has to like sacrifice himself for like the Force to continue? Like does that make sense? I was just thinking of something that would really
For the force to continue.
yeah, like that would really like tick some people off. This is stupid. It would be like, never mind.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it because it's literally so stupid. I think I get put on blast for it.
You're gonna get the first episode of this podcast canceled.
Cancelled. It's not. It wasn't offensive. It was just stupid. Um.
But what was it? Well, who keeps calling me? I don't know who you are. Leave me
Keeps
alone.
calling you. I got a phone call and I ignored it, but then I texted them.
I got a phone call and I ignored it the first time, but then I got a phone call back from the same number. And
Interesting.
I don't know who it is. It's just a random number.
Did
But
they leave a message?
I don't know. Did they leave a message?
If it was important, they would leave a message.
They're still calling
They
me.
called you twice.
Oh, my sister has strep
Oh my
throat.
god, that was terrifying. Your voice glitched when you said that.
Sorry.
Aw.
Rip.
At least it's not Corona.
Yeah. At least it's not Corona. Oh, man. I was supposed to go home this weekend, too.
Oh.
That's a shame. No, they didn't leave a voicemail, but this freaking daycares. I'm mad. I'm mad that my sister has strep. I was really looking forward to going home this weekend, but it's okay.
So you can't go home because she has strep?
Well, I mean, because she's with me like all the time whenever I go home.
Yeah.
So I'm very liable to catch strep if I go home.
That's true. Oh my gosh, now my mom is calling me. We're so popular.
Dude. I wish the fame would go away.
I know. It's not even the first episode.
It's too much.
My agent's calling. Like, LA's calling.
Sorry, guys. I gotta go. It's my manager. But, like, another thing with the Baby Yoda, like, what if Mando does return him to his own kind? Like,
I know.
what then? Because, like, the entirety of the first season was about protecting him. So I'm assuming the entirety of this season is going to be about getting him back. So what happens if he does go back?
And he finds another baby. He starts a daycare.
Mando starts a daycare.
One that doesn't spread strep throat to its children. And he takes care of all the children. And he's just a space dad forever. And that's canon. Because
I might make that the title of the video. Mando starts a daycare.
Yeah, that's good. Because they're going to have to watch the whole thing together. we got tricked them into watching this whole thing.
Oh, sorry, guys. Thanks for the views. Thanks for the views, though.
Yeah. How long has it been? Have we talked for an appropriate amount of time yet?
I don't know. Where's the time at? Does it tell us the time?
No. Well, I mean, it can tell me the time of the meeting, I think, but we were like on here like before that.
Doesn't it, like, I'm pretty sure it warns you before it cuts you off, though.
That is true.
It gives you like a last 10 minutes.
Cut you off at 45 minutes. But it's definitely been almost an hour. Because we got on the call at 3:20. No, not of us talking, just of us being on the call. Because it was almost 3:20 when we got on, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know why it didn't kick me off.
What time is it? It's 3:15. Oh, I forgot you're an hour ahead.
Time difference.
3 different.
3 different time zones. Different.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why it hasn't kicked us. Maybe since it's a school account, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe. I am on my school account, so it might be maybe my school is booking me out with freezing.
Why should it only be like 20 minutes?
We're like, all right, yeah, that was good.
I'm like, good recording session today, guys. I'm like, oh.
I'm sorry to anyone who's still watching this.
I'm not sorry. If you're still watching.
Actually, yeah. I think that we're hilarious.
I think we're funny.
I think that we're hilarious. And if you've been watching this far, you've gotten some quality entertainment. So you're welcome.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
And also, if you are still watching, thank you. We kind of need you guys right now.
Thank you.
Because we are starting out.
Yes. But yeah, it's fun.
It is fun.
And we'll do this for every episode, so you can see our hilarious comments on every episode. If something like really spicy happens, like this first episode was already spicy. And it's only going to get more spicy. So as the spice increases, so does our discussion.
So does our commentary.
Yes.
And
our lack of knowledge as well on current canon.
Exactly. And I'm assuming that the season finale is going to be like mega spicy. So for that episode, I will be delivering my commentary without my shirt, and that is a promise because it's going to be super spicy.
I'll like dress up as Baby Yoda or something.
We just go ham for the season finale. Okay.
All right. Are we gonna conclude it for today?
I think we can cut it here.
I think we did good. I think we had a solid discussion.
I also think we did. I think we got some good speculation in. I think we talked about some lore that we didn't understand and talked about lore we did understand. Mostly lore that we didn't understand. We did set the stage. For two idiots that don't always know what they're talking about.
Educate us.
Yeah. If you guys have answers to any of our questions, you better tell us, because I'm going to be very mad if I don't know the answer and you're holding out on me.
Don't make us look stupid. I know we already did that ourselves. But
yeah, I was going to say.
Keep being stupid.
I'd like to not be known. I'd like to not be a source of mockery on the internet.
What if that's what happened? Like, we get famous just for knowing nothing about Star Wars.
We should change our name. No, the Know Nothings. The Know Nothings podcast. Why didn't we lead with that?
I don't know.
I didn't realize that we were going to be this stupid. I
don't think we planned on not knowing as much as we don't know.
I'm going to have to read a couple books before the next episode.
For real, I'm going to have to get update on my lore. I'll just go through like a bunch of lore TikTokers and just stalk their pages, and then I'll be an ever increasing encyclopedia of Star Wars knowledge.
Nice. And then I am going to say that I'm going to do research, and I'm not going to do any because I can't put my mind to anything and do it. But that's a conversation for another time.
Correct.
That's a conversation for my therapist.
Okay. We keep saying we're gonna end it, and then we get on another stupid tangent.
Okay, we'll be back next week with more stupid stuff,
correct.
More Mando and more stupid stuff. So yes. So thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And always remember, sometimes
Sith happens.
There it is.
I didn't know that was a thing. You made that up on the spot, didn't you?
It's actually the bio of the YouTube channel and of
Oh,
the SoundCloud, but
oh,
I don't blame you for that because I did not tell you about it.
yeah, you did. But I figured it out.
Yeah,
So,
you got it. You got it. So it doesn't matter. All right.
right.
We'll see y'all next week.
Thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.